Hey, Cindy. Sorry for all the wobbling around. I'm got a new camera mount and I'm trying to get it situated. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know exactly where I'm going to work today, but and you'll, like I said, you'll have to put up with me for a minute. I got to get this new mount situated. I still haven't figured out where that shadow's coming from. All right, one more thing. It'll take me a couple of times to get this thing situated where I can work. How you doing this morning? I've already made my rounds, leaving likes everywhere I could. Hey, Lumi. Oh, wait. Come here. Come here, Lumi. There you go. Now that's more better. I can't have y'all coming in here and not having your mods up. All right. Well, I'm just roughing in more of the background right now. It's quick. It's easy. I don't have to think about it. I can just pretty much scribble. Let's just drop stuff in the floor. All right. Oh, thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it. I'm going to swing you around just a second, let you see a little bit more of it. There's all 5 of the subspecies in North America on here, or in the U.S. There's another subspecies in Mexico. But eventually this thing's going to be done. Lummy's, you fishing today? Yeah, Jacob, there's 5 in the main part of the U.S., and then there's a Gould's turkey, Goulds, Mexico and Central America. That is, I can't even describe that. You'll have to look it up. Hey, Brody, thank you. Thank you for stopping in. This thing it's like the never ending story. It was ordered and then the guy just disappeared. So I put it aside for a while. Now I'm going to finish it up. And when I get done, I'll throw it in my portfolio and throw it in the corner and go do something else. Well, thank you, Jacob. I'm trying to. I mean, most of the people I follow and that follow me, we do it for the outdoor stuff and not necessarily for this. So a lot of people don't even know I'm an artist. And while this looks more like some kid scribbling in a coloring book this morning, this actually serves a purpose. I'm making notes to myself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But I was unexpected. I was doing other things, and I said, well, I'm going to get a few minutes on this drawing this morning before I have to stop and go do real stuff. All right, let's see what else we got here. Thank you, Loomies. It's yeah, I'm actually a master watercolorist. I just got tired of doing watercolors, and I'm also a master model builder, which is what I retired doing. I was working down in Florida, and I've got work in, let's see, where the Pentagon, Special Forces Command, congressional offices, museums, private collections all over the world. That was all with models. I've gotten to build some really neat stuff over the years, especially when we were doing the government stuff. That was fun. And if you're on Facebook, sometimes it's hard to find, but you can look up Ellis Art, and the little avatar up in the left corner will be a red-nosed pit bull that I drew. And so if you want to check out some of the other stuff I've done, I need to get back on there and post up some new stuff. And again, thanks everybody for dropping in for a little while. I'm trying hard to get my hours up, my watch hours, because when I was sick, I didn't do anything. So until the last month or so, with everybody's help in our community, they are coming back up, along with my subscribers, which I really appreciate. Hey, Jacob, thank you, sir. Swing back in whenever you can. If you follow, I usually schedule these so you know they're coming. Hey, bro, yeah, Brody, I've just started doing lives, and that's the reason. I've actually had I've had a YouTube channel for 10 years. There's over 100 videos over there. They're all hunting and fishing related, pretty much. But this is what I'm going to do: some lives, and then I'll probably post some of these up. Well, I guess they post whether I want them to or not, actually. So yeah, just if you want to follow, that would be wonderful. I would really appreciate it. And as a rule, I follow everybody back that follows me. And for the ones here, I know y'all will be going to watch Cindy here and just whenever she gets online. I know she wasn't planning on fishing today, but she posted that she's going to go live here as soon as she can, so that should be here fairly soon. Thank you, brother. Come on back in anytime. Hey, Tim. There you go. Now you can hook up more peoples. Gave you a mod there, Tim. Yeah, she did get a half a day off today. I wish she was just a little bit closer. Good morning to you too, Tim. Appreciate it. If she was just maybe half as far away as she is, I'd go fish with them. But just a little too far. They're, let's see, I'd say probably 3 hours plus from me. Hey, Fat Cat, what you doing, brother? Hang on. Hang on. Oop, quit. There's your mod there, bro. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Have you seen the whole piece yet, Fat Cat? I don't think you have because you're not a mod. You weren't a mod, and if you'd been in here before, you would have. I'll show you what we got here real quick. Thank you. This is all colored pencils. And oops, can't get those over here. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. There's the big Eastern. That's the centerpiece. And then I'm going to move the whole thing. And there's another one over there. And then let me drop everything in the floor. And then we got the other one over there. We'll get to them eventually. But we're right now, this one has about, just at a rough guess, about 250 hours in it so far. And it's probably got another, I'd say close to 100 to go at least. Fat Cat, honestly, that's, I only put one schedule up before because I didn't know how to do it because I'm just starting on this. So from now on, I will be posting them. I didn't today because this is spur of the moment. I just decided to sit down and draw some until I have to leave the house, go do some errands. But I will be posting up a schedule for them. And anybody that, you can tell me kind of what hours work. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I mean, if you're on the same time Cindy's on, where everybody's going to be, and it won't be here. Yeah, Tim, you're right. It was a last minute thing, and Because the way I do things, that happens a lot. I just decide, hey, I'm going to do this right now. That comes from being retired and kind of run your own schedule. And believe it or not, even after 5 years of being retired, I still can't get used to it sometimes. Excuse me, just a second. Daytime hours. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause that fat cat. Cause most of us aren't fishing during the middle of the day in the middle of the week. So. But if y'all hang on just a second, please, I've got to let this dog out. He's worrying me to death. Go pee. Go potty. Oh, sorry about that. He's like an 85-pound toddler. Get some grays over here. Yeah, he can be a handful sometimes. And I made the mistake of saying go somewhere earlier, so now he thinks we're about to leave. There's a spot that is bugging me. There it is. Let's see if I can correct something here. There. And I've had some people ask if I do any fish or anything like that, and I do. I just draw all kinds of wildlife. So I'm going to start taking some suggestions, and when something hits me that I go, oh, that's cool, then I'm going to do it. Yeah, that's working with these pencils. I was having a fit when I first started trying to figure out how to make corrections. And then I saw another really well known artist using one of those, and I was like, I must have one. And it makes a huge difference. And I know these changes don't show really very well on the camera, but sorry about that, folks. It just takes layers and layers and layers of these colors to get where we need to be. What's that, fat cat? Draw or erase? Uh-uh. You do what I did, just practice for 60 plus years and you fall right into it. And I say that joking, but most people don't realize if you'll anything, it doesn't have to be drawing or whatever, but if you will practice one thing every day for 15 minutes a day, by the end of a year, you'll be better than 90% of the people out there. I was just lucky to, I loved wildlife when I was a kid, and so I started drawing when I was, I don't know, probably 4 or 5. And then, yeah, technique does mean anything. You know what, Lemmy? You don't have to be the best. I tell people, you know, I've done a lot of seminars and classes and things, and there's only one person in the world that you need to be better at than they are, and that's yourself. If you do a little something every time you draw or sew or whatever, it doesn't matter. But as long as the next step is a little better than your last step, that's all you need to be doing. And if you decide to stop or somebody else wouldn't, that's fine too. As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. My what I'm trying to figure out is how to make these transitions, like here and here, all kind of flow together a little bit. Oh, hey, Faith. Hey, Cindy, I've done a lot of like the monocolors. There's nothing wrong with those. I mean, there's people that don't do anything but grayscale drawings. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Some are actually spooky good. And for a while, I tried to do more just really realistic. And I was like, I'm going to put some artistic touch back into it. All right, hang on just a second again. Sorry. I gotta let the dog back in. Come here, dude. Hey. Come here. You're ruining my live stream, buddy. Get out of the way. Yes. Yes, I know. No, you can't help. Okay, go find something to do. I'm busy. All right. Oh, back again. All right, let's put some more shadows in up here. Show you. Let's see. No, don't have it right here. And I'm hoping, I'll tell you right now, y'all don't realize how much you guys stopping in and watching helps me get motivated. Some days it's pretty tough for me to get started. Nothing like a good old dose of PTSD to ruin your day. Fat cat, I wish that's what it was. I've been fishing once in 3 years, and I've been trying to get out for the last 4 or 5 days, and it's done nothing but rain. And I was gonna try to go today, and because they said no rain, and it's been raining already. Oh no, that's not good. Who's who was I watching? Real for Life, and I think it was his uncle had one of his like $300 catfish rods yanked in, and he put on a sinker and a treble hook and got it back. Oh, I don't blame you. I've had a couple pulled in and never saw them again. Then one kid that was fishing there with me ran out and grabbed it when a carp took off with it. Now I'm too old and crippled up. If they grab it, they're just going to have to grab it and take off. So I won't be able to get to it. All right, Shadow's coming along. Hey, Dirty 30. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. I said this was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was bored and I wanted to draw some, so now I just put the phone on and start. Let me see. What am I looking for here? More shadows. guys a little bit what I can here. Hey, ATC, hang on, buddy. There you go. Yeah, it's like the whole crew's starting to show up. And you don't know how good that makes me feel, especially for something I didn't even schedule. Oh, thank you. Oh, I do too, man. Unfortunately, when I got sick. I lost all my permissions for turkeys, so I can't go right now anymore. So I was also making calls, selling tons of them, and now I can't do that anymore. So I've got a few calls left I'm gonna get rid of, and that way they can find new homes. I've got some trumpets and some scratch boxes and a few pot calls left. Yeah, you know what? I like them. Believe it or not, I never ran one out in the woods, but they were fun to make. I mean, the good part is the wood that would normally go in the trash bin was the perfect size for scratch boxes. Oh, yeah, hang on a second. The eraser, yeah, it's electric eraser. When I can talk, it just here. I'll find a spot. There you go. It takes it off. My nib is a little dirty right now. That's what's leaving a little bit behind. And then I can just go back in and put it right back, or correct some colors. If y'all ever see the grizzly bears that I did, you would not believe how many times I erased on those things. Oh man. Yeah, Lemmy's. I got it. Where'd I get it? Oh, Amazon. Yeah, I just ordered that off Amazon. It was like, I don't even remember, 12, $13, something like that. And another thing I got that I couldn't live without now is an electric pencil sharpener, a big one. That's especially when, I mean, I'm looking at 60, 70, there's well over 100 pencils laying on my table right now. So, yeah. Yeah, that thing works great. Uh-oh, there goes everybody. I know where everybody's headed now. Cindy just popped up. She's fishing Chickamauga. That's why it took her so long to get down there. And she's about, well, depending on where she is on Chickamauga, she's about 100 miles from me right now because that's in Chattanooga and I'm right in the middle of Tennessee. Right? Yeah, it's funny. I play guitar, and years ago, my dad said something about the electrics, like, well, electric guitar shows you all your mistakes. And my view was, no, it shows me where I need to improve. So, yeah, but I get it. And boy, there's nothing like getting way deep into one of these drawings or paintings and screw it up, make a mistake. That'll just kind of ruin your day. And right in here is going to be our transition area. Gonna blend these images together right in here, and then I'll figure it out more later. Let's see. I've got, how many are sitting here? There's a 3-string, a 4-string, a 4-string lap steel. I built all of those. I got a little Les Paul sitting here, and my original FG 150 Yamaha that I bought in '76 is sitting here. But yeah, I've got 5 guitars here, and 3 of them I built. And I was going to build more, but then I decided I just didn't really enjoy it enough to keep doing it. But I built one of each of the ones I wanted. And I wish I could play. I've got a couple of cousins that were just amazing. One just played for fun, and the other one actually played on the Grand Ole Opry for years. He was the banjo player for Jim and Jesse for many, many years. Of course, growing up in Nashville, you're around you're around musicians whether you want to be or not. So it was kind of cool. You know what, Cindy? You can. There's that one word right there that's stopping you from doing it, and that's can't. Can't, never could. My grandfather always told me. All you got to do is practice some. You don't have to be great at it. You just have to enjoy it. You know, Tim, when I started, I went and bought this little Yamaha, found it at a pawn shop. It was new, but it had a scratch on it, so I bought it. And then I went and got some books. Now we got YouTube. You can learn to play guitar, never leave your couch. Most people, honestly, quit for one reason. Not because they can't do it, but because their fingers hurt when they first start. That's the number one reason most people quit. Well, ATC, you can always, if you don't already, I've got a tuner here, but actually I use one I got off of the Play Store. It's a Fender tuner. It's on my phone. That's what I use. The only thing I miss right now is I don't have a 12 string anymore, and I enjoyed my 12 strings. Yeah, right. Those odds, 12%. Well, I'm not going to say anything. None of mine are in tune right now. All right, let me move this a little bit so y'all can see a little better. Again, sorry about that. Again, new camera mount. I'm trying to get everything situated and figure out what I can do. It's right, it's better than 0%. Good thing about them being out of tune, it doesn't take long to tune them back up, get going. And I know I said it earlier, I don't know who heard it, but when you see me online, if you got a suggestion for something to work on, tell me. I'm always looking for ideas. Not like I don't have enough of them sitting here, but sometimes something new shows up. And I go, ooh, that sounds fun. It's Puppy, it's the mailman. Don't get excited. He's not bringing you anything. You're absolutely right. Draw a deer? Well, you know what? I haven't drawn a deer in a while. I'll put that on the list too. I've done a lot of deer over the years. Living in Tennessee and doing wildlife art, that's kind of a requirement. You have to do deer and bears. I have done, yeah. Actually, I've done not only trout, but I'm actually looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 watercolors here of trout streams and trout fishermen. 3 of them have trout fishermen on them. One of those I did an original, and it went to Trout Unlimited. That was years ago, but I did one for me, one for Trout Unlimited, and then one for the person that supplied the photograph I used. Kudu, you know what? I've never done a kudu. That's, I keep forgetting, Cindy, that you're across the big water. A biltong. Oh, funny. You know what? What's a kudu? It's a big antelope, curly horns. Pretty thing. Pretty animal. Elk. Yeah, I've done elk. A lot of stuff in North America over the years I've done. So I've done a couple of grizzlies that I'm really proud of, especially the last one in colored pencils. I've done a lot of paleo art for people, dinosaurs, prehistoric fish. I've done a lot of fossil drawings, things like that. Rough grouse. You know what? I've never done a moose or a rough grouse. I guess because we don't have them here. We got a grouse, but they're miles and miles from me. But like I said, most of the stuff in North America I've done. I don't know why I never did a moose. That's odd. I just usually that'd be something that I go, oh yeah, I got to do one of those. Especially when I was fascinated with like Fred Bear and People like that hunting them with just a stick and string. Oh yeah, bald eagles. I've done a bunch of those. Hawks, eagles. Who got it? I'm trying to remember. Robert Stack, the actor. I did a pair of fledgling hawks still in the nest in Alaska, and he got that one. Hey, Adam, how you doing? And let's see what else. Robert Stack got that. Ted Nugent got one of him shooting a buffalo in the snow. Chuck Norris got one of wolves. Oh, there's another one. What is her name? Can't remember her name right now. She got a leopard. But yeah, yeah, I've done all kinds of stuff. My favorite big animal so far, like that, as far as especially the African stuff, is I did a watercolor and acrylic one that had 13 elephants in it, and it was pretty. I was really proud of that one. All right, folks, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. I got to get off here and get some stuff done. And I know everybody's ready to go see Cindy catch fish. That's fine. And thanks to anybody that stopped by and hung out and talked. I really appreciate it. Oh, the elephants, they were, yeah, even had I just seen them and not done them, I would have said the same thing. It's like, wow. It was just one of those that everything clicked on. And it may be many, many years before I have one come out like that again. Thank you, Lemmy. Thank you. Robert Stack is legend. I got to meet him in Nashville. He was an amazing guy. He was up there at a celebrity event shooting trout and skeet, and I carried his guns down to a spot for him. He had he had two $60,000 shotguns with him. But he was such a nice guy. I'll tell you what, he sent me Polaroids of him in his studio, in his library, that his wife took, and then he would write notes in the margins of the Polaroids for me and send them to me. He was such a cool guy. Then let's see. I guess of all the celebrities I've met, as far as doing artwork for him, he was the best. Absolutely the best. Just such a great guy. I used to do a lot of celebrity events in Tennessee and Nashville. A couple of we went to Ohio and New Jersey. So I've met a lot of people, and like I said, plus growing up in Nashville, you're going to run into music people everywhere. You throw a rock, you'll hit one of them. But good times. All right, everybody. I appreciate it. It's been almost an hour. Everybody, I'll run over to Cindy's channel. I know that's where we're all headed, but I've got to get busy. I got to run to the bank and stuff. Thanks again, everyone, for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate the likes and everything, and I'll try to schedule something next time so you so you get a little bit of advance notice. And so anyway, I'll catch y'all after a while. And again, thanks everyone so much. I'll talk to you in a little while. Bye.